little work to do here, you and me. You've got the body. I've got the brain.
Hey, this is Rob, aka Anomaly, back for another revisit review. And this, guys, is a classic. Everyone knows what this figure is. This is Betomatali's original run, Part 2, Freddy Krueger. Personally, my favorite look of the series, and for many, for that matter. I finally got around to getting to this figure. I've always wanted to do a review on this piece, just really never got around to it. So today I want to pay homage and tribute to this piece. This is one of my holiest of grails. For people that don't know, when I had first gotten into the 1/6 hobby, I was a noob just like everybody else, blown away by a lot of things that I was seeing, but even more the prices. And this figure popped my cherry in a few regards. One, it popped my cherry for the most expensive piece that I've ever purchased at the time, and two, this was actually my first Betomatali full figure that I've ever got. So I know you guys are saying, damn, that's a hell of a figure for your first figure. And pretty much once I got into this piece, I was pretty much sold. But so with that being said, I want to talk about why I love this piece so much. As you guys may know, Betomatali is currently in the process of doing an anniversary edition of this figure. So if anybody is interested in that, especially after seeing this review, you can definitely go hop on that. People may be wondering, okay, well, what are some differences between this and the new one? Just in case you're wondering. This figure came out back, I believe, in 2013, maybe 2014. I can't remember exactly how many sets there were. There might have been 10 set A sets and 10 set B sets, or 5. Set A basically just had the figure, no extra accessories. Set B had everything that you see here, essentially. You had the extra head, the flesh glove hand, and the standard glove. Even though I have 2 gloves, I'll explain the reason why for that once I start panning in and doing those shots. But the new one, the original didn't come with a box and a COA. The new one's gonna have a box and a COA. It's gonna have a different type of sweater, same head sculpts, different paint scheme. It's really all preference at the end of the day. I prefer this representation of Freddy, given how the sweater was done, given the paint scheme. But some people may prefer the new rendition of this piece. Also, I've been in this hobby for a while, so I kind of appreciate the artist's original work. I try to gravitate towards that, unless the original is just like so dated that it just warrants getting a newer piece. So that's just my preference in how I collect. So that basically covers like differences in that regard. But again, we're just going to quickly go over this figure, highlight some details, and just again show you guys why I love this figure and this piece overall as a package so much. Alrighty guys, so let's start and let's show off this head right here, guys. Let's do a zoom in on that. So basically this is the second head that came with it, or the primary head actually. The rubber brain was the second head, and this is how this piece was done. Again, I absolutely love the paint scheme because it's that pinkish, fleshy type of color. This is the look that I prefer. You guys can take a real good close look on how the teeth look done. That's one thing that's always blown me away about Betomatali is the way he does teeth and gum work. It's very differentiated and just looks different from any other artist that I've seen. At the eyes kind of looking toward the side. And let me just show off this head, the various angles. Look at that shit. Absolutely amazing. Kind of hard, guys, doing this with one hand. Trying not to drop this shit off the detail, that would suck. But basically, this is what we got here, and absolutely love the sculpt. I love the paint scheme. That's just my taste. And again, guys, this is the flesh glove. I think the newer sets are coming with this as well. Again, I prefer the paint scheme on this. Then let me grab it in my hand and actually show you guys. Try not to drop this thing, and that's basically what we're looking at here. Again, beautifully sculpted, textured, and blades that are reflective and shiny. so that's basically that. And before we get into the figure, this is actually right here an original Freddy glove, part of the set. The reason why I have this to the side, and this is the hat, and do it with it. It's the original Freddy 2 hat. It's because my Freddy 2 actually came with, showing it right quickly. This is the glove that came with the Freddy 1. Not the Expo version, the second version that Beto did, and that actually came out after the Freddy 2. I didn't realize that until recently, and I've had this figure now for over 5 years. This is a resin glove right here, all resin painted to look like metal, whereas this glove is all metal, no resin. It's a really, really nice glove, so I'm glad that I have both. So let's start at the bottom. Again, fully sculpted boots. Everything is custom with Beto. This is the original base that I believe he's redoing with the newer figures. Again, just all sculpted, all the details, the laces, all that stuff. And as we move up the pants, again, very lightly weathered application here, nothing too crazy, but nonetheless beautifully tailored. But just a standard pair of black trousers, and these are the sculpted hands. Very, very nice. A lot of these figures, well, it's not a lot of these figures, but there's also commission figures out there that have like the sculpted forearms and stuff, and people had asked or request. And one of the big differences is between the new Freddys and the old Freddys is this printed shirt versus the actual real knitted sweater. Again, it's preference. I like this sweater a lot because I feel like it's thinner and it contours to the figure a little bit better, whereas the newer sweaters are thicker and they still contour pretty nicely, but I just like the more thinner look. And here you got the fraying and the tattering and some pretty good details here. It's not just like a straight Christmas. There is some dirtiness here, some dirt effect, but it's minimal. Again, this is how we look here. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna see some angles. And again, this is that Freddy glove. It's shiny, so it's hard to focus, but this is not resin. This is all metal, guys. And again, the only way that you can get this glove is if you had the original Freddy that he did. I think there's only like 5 of those out there, so. And here's the neck area, nice tattered and frayed. Again, some light weathering. And I love the way, again, that this shirt was tailored to the body. It's a very, very thin body, which is perfect because Freddy was very thin, and it articulates. You can put this thing pretty much in any pose that you want. And this is the second head, which is what I displayed my Freddy on. Again, I can't overemphasize look at the teeth, guys. Look at the teeth and tongue. Nice, gritty, and yellow. Unbelievable, guys, detail. And again, this is, early Beto work here. And let's take a look at that. Then you got the body, I got the brains. Fucking awesome, guys. This sculpt is epic. This figure is epic. So we're gonna step back and we're gonna take a perspective. And let's take a look at some angles, guys. Alright guys, so now we're gonna look at some angles. Side angle again. You know, nothing too crazy. Again, you get to really see how that tattering on the sweater is done, and you get to see kind of the build. See how thin this guy is? Thin, but that nice little top heavy, well, not top heavy chest, but just this body captures the shape of Robert Englund in these movies. And again, this is a better look at this all metal glove. Look at the craftsmanship, guys. Best glove in the hobby. Again, I didn't know that this wasn't I thought this was the original run glove. I didn't realize that until about a year ago that this wasn't, but you know, I have the original run glove now. Look at that, guys. I just can't get over how good that is. Nicely weathered, rustic, painted nicely. And this is a look. The head sculpt again. And there's those brains, which I like the paint app on these brains because they actually look like, you know, if you peeled someone's head back, that's how it would look. Again, I prefer it over the newer variant, but that's just my taste. And again, let's step back and let's look at some additional angles. This is how we looking from behind. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, you got those buttons in the back of the pants. Seeing more tattering and fraying of the shirt. Again, I love the colors of the shirt as well. And this is just the back of the head. Again, nothing too crazy. That's just sneered off here. And this is how we're looking from behind, guys. Take a perspective. Let's take another look at some other angles. This is the last angle that we're going to be looking at. Getting up the pants, and there's another view of those hands that I love, and a paint map. Again, beautifully sculpted, just full of detail. Try to get the focus going. Very, very nice. Again, another look at that build, that body. And one more look at this glove, and let's take a look underneath and see what we got here. Look at that glove, guys. Look at that. That's fucking awesome, dude. And another look at this head. Just a beautiful sculpt, man. Look at that. Look at his ear inside. That shit's sick. Sometimes you don't even notice the details that are in these sculpts until you really have a light on them in the camera. I absolutely love this figure. This figure's to the grave. I'm going to shit on top of my head when I'm in the casket. And let's conclude, guys. Alright, guys, so that's going to conclude my revisit review for the Part 2 Freddy by Betomatali original run piece. Again, guys, this is a holy grail of mine. This is definitely something that I plan on taking to the grave with me. I think this figure is absolutely phenomenal. There's not really much that I would change about it. Again, this was my first Betomatali figure. Again, what more can I say about this figure, man? This was, you know, still to this day, one of the most sought after horror pieces in the entire hobby, and I think one of the greatest 1/6 releases in horror to this date. So if you have this figure, I would definitely hold on to it, and if you're gonna be getting it, whether it's an original run piece or the new run that's coming, definitely something to hold on to, because it's not too often in the hobby that you come across one of these things. It's just an amazing piece, and again, I'm into not only collecting figures, but I'm also into cataloging. And for me, like I said, I'm just into collecting original art, so this piece is definitely staying with me, but to each their own. So again, if you guys like this revisit review, comment, like, hit that sub button, and I got plenty of more revisit reviews, and I got some upcoming new stuff coming real soon. Alright, I'm out. Peace.